We're just waiting for the tea to brew a little bit and getting things ready on the Twitch side of things, and then we will launch again. Alrighty. Looks like everything is good to go, except maybe this tea needs another minute. We'll see. Yeah, that's going to keep brewing. So, I hope you're all well. Welcome to the chill out section of the week. We've had 2 nights of Evil Within, and we are now moving on to Quern, which, for those who haven't joined this session before, is a 3D sort of puzzle environment game where we're interacting with all the objects around and trying to solve things. It's quite intelligent puzzles overall, I would say, and a few just really sort of beautiful looking ones. And yeah, it's nice. It's a nice environment and nice game. So looking forward to this. If we finish Quern, which is possible, again, I don't know how long this game is and I don't know when we'll finish, then we'll see how much time we've got left, and we'll either try and finish Evil Within. I don't know if I'm in the mood for that, we'll see. Or we'll just have a game of Dota or something like that to round out the stream. So, I will jump into the game with no further ado. And evening, Piper. You're in Dusseldorf, right? Okay. How do I pronounce an oo with an umlaut? And welcome to Probable Prime. Have you completed this game? Have you gone all the way through it? And yes, very funny, Martin. You ran through this game in one sitting. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, 12 hours. That's useful info. So, depending on whether we are smarter than Probable Prime or not, then this may well be the last session, because we are about 9 hours in. I think I've played Quern 3 times now. Oh no, I can't remember. I can't remember whether I played it twice or 3 times. Anyway, let's get into it. So, here we go. Right, I'll just close that down, bring the chat up. Alright, so you got a bit addicted to it. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been doing 3-hour streams and doing Quern once a week since we started. I genuinely can't remember whether it's been 1, 2 or 3. Well, I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks. I think this might be the second. I don't know. So we are now playing Quern again for another 3-hour sesh, and I've been really, really enjoying it. So essentially, it's beautiful, it's clever. The fact that they sometimes reuse puzzle elements with a different style of puzzle, God, I love that. Like the one, the turning case with the bricks inside that you've got to move around, and then later you come back and use the blue light to sort of shine that thing up. Like, oh, yes. Yes. So, oh, okay. Interesting. Thanks, man. So, this is where we're up to. We didn't actually get almost anywhere with this, so we've got, or at least we had, I think, have I still got it? Oh, I've forgotten how to bring up items now. Yes, this badger. Okay. So, if we pop that in there and crank that down, we've got this little symbol. Yeah, so we've only just got into this area. We're not entirely sure what this stuff's doing yet. And we've opened up this. Now, I can't remember what else we've got going on, because I know we need to... Oh, we found out which one. I remember. Okay. So this light opened up the gardens that we had discovered last time, and in those gardens we figured out how to make 4 different drugs. I even made a note about those drugs. Yeah, so we can either speed ourselves up, slow ourselves down, make the screen go trippy orange, or we can trip balls in green instead. But we tried a few different things to use that, and we didn't find it yet. So let's go and have a look again at the gardens, and I've got to reorient myself and remember where the hell they are. No, this is Lighthouse, isn't it? Yeah, hang on a sec. Gardens are all the way back the other way. Okay. So yeah, we need to go back to the gardens and have a look at the berries, try and figure out what's going on with the I think we should have gone through there, that would have been faster, damn it. Or would it? I don't know. Let's have a look. Good morning. You ready to do some herbs? Hang on a sec. Oh, cock. Right, so I need to go and put the battery back into the actual machine, and then that stuff will open up again. God damn it. Coming through. It would be bloody miles away, wouldn't it? Right, you, up, you, in there somewhere. These two should light up. Yeah, off we go. So you never actually try and help in any way. You just come and enjoy me being a bit confused from time to time. Well, you'll be glad to know that that's exactly what's happening. So, first of all, my tea should be ready and is going to get mighty dark if we leave this tea bag in. Hope you've all got your beverage of choice. It's very much a beverage of choice stream. There we go. Okay, so these should now be open, and then we get on to the... Yeah, alright, so here's what we've got. We've got herbs number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those make the screen go a weird trippy green. I will demonstrate. Can't remember what we're supposed to put there. Oh yeah, there we go. So, if I do this, it's trippy green time. Everyone eyes open, see if you spot anything useful. We do not get long. So that's it, that's all we get. We can obviously save that beverage and go and use it at any point that we want in the level. But yeah, so we can trip balls in green. Also there's an orange version of that. Hold on a sec. So some new Convergence of Cirrus stuff was announced today. Nemo 4, Servitor Battle Engine, Journeyman Warcaster, Aurora 2, a lot of Angels and Electro stuff. Alright, cool. That sounds interesting. Does any of that look particularly powerful or just a bit fun? So, in the orange one goes, just to sort of demonstrate, and we're sort of demonstrating what each one of these does, but at the same time we're also just having a quick look around these areas and seeing what we can see. So if we drink the orange one, as you can see we trip some slightly different balls. And I don't know how this helps us yet. I appreciate that. I've always had a little bit of love for Clockwork Legions, so yeah, I'll be sure to take a look. And then the other two make us go really, really fast or really, really slow. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one more of the green one. I'm not sure why, just sort of gambler's choice really, and then we're going to go and have a look around and see what other things we've got unsolved. We'll keep the green one in the pocket and potentially use it if it becomes useful. So, other stuff that we have not yet solved. No, this place is fine. I haven't seen... So, I only discovered that the sprint key existed about 6 hours into the game. So, no, speed thus far has not been an issue. I've been just chilling out and wandering around everywhere. But now that we're actually having to cover some distance, I finally found the sprint key. And that was very useful. So, as far as I can tell, we have solved everything in this room. We solved all that. We did all that. As far as I know, I'm trying to think if there's anything in this garden that we have not yet solved. So we have opened up everything. We did all the plants. We've solved this. We've solved everything that I'm aware of that is in this garden. So the only use for this garden at the moment is to create the potions, presumably to solve another level. So let's go and check out another area and see what puzzles we can find. What's this? So we could do with some item to open that. Let's just make sure that none of our current items open it. I doubt it's going to get opened with a spoon. I don't know what these keys things are yet, but we can have a look. Quick glance around with the blue light, make sure there's no hidden writing here. Doesn't look like it. Can we pick up any of this nonsense? Nope. So, keep in mind that we need some device to open that. If anyone sees anything, or if I pick an item up later on, then let me know. I can't remember if it was this or an abduction, but if it's patched out, you could move faster by using W, A, S, and D, and arrows. Doesn't look like that works now. So this door technically hasn't been opened. I presume we have to go and put more of those batteries into that machine, more lights will open up, and then more stuff will... What? Okay, so if we theoretically have some item, it is allowing me to interact with this blue light. Huh. In order to do what? Interesting. Anyway, nothing there for us right now. Good evening, Sup Macabre. How you doing? You finally have a better internet connection. Oh, hey Piotr. Well, you've come at a very bad or very chilled, depending on how you want to view it, moment, because we are currently, I am currently shit out of ideas. So let's see what we can do over here. This room, pretty sure everything's finished. Yeah, pretty much, yes. Where is Sue when you need it? Yeah, Sue was definitely our champion, wasn't she? Also, Anna's remarkably good at this sort of puzzle stuff, but she drops in and out when she fancies it. So now we could theoretically, we did something with this fire. You've seen this game on Twitch already, have you? Well, that's interesting. I came across it literally just it popped up on one of my Steam highlight reels, and I was like, oh, this looks a little bit like another game that I was playing at the time, which is called Human Fall Flat, and that's another sort of physics puzzle game type thing, a bit different in style, a lot less beautiful, but a bit more silly, and I was enjoying that. Oh, well, don't worry about that, man. Like we don't actually want any spoilers. I mean, obviously, feel free to join in the chat. I'm not saying like shut up, but you know, don't go telling us exactly how to solve it, because it's a bit of the part of the fun, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so this is the machine that we are currently unsure what to do with. Interesting. So theoretically, we could pop a green beverage here, because I can't think of anywhere else to particularly pop it. So let's have a beverage. I didn't see anything special. Anyone catch anything? If you've got a particular recommendation, Probable, I'd be delighted to hear about it. Sadly, in order to drink again, we'd have to go and make another one of that beverage, which takes quite a while to do. So it might be that we need to drink an orange beverage. It might be that the beverage doesn't apply to this particular area. It's just that this is the first puzzle I can think of where we haven't solved it right now. Obviously, the fact that we can make those drinks and we haven't yet found a way to use them is kind of a puzzle that we haven't solved, if you think about it in that way. So that's two puzzles that we haven't solved. So let's keep those in mind. Additionally, we need to get more of those batteries, because batteries seem to open doors, and opening doors is good. Oh, I've lost my chat again. Hold on a second. Do apologise. I absolutely adore a puzzle game where I'm forced to just go around and drink different beverages. That's wonderful. If only it was just like a list of different blends, like Yorkshire Gold along the top, then a bit of Nepalese brown loose leaf, and you just had to go down and drink different teas to solve the puzzle. Oh yes. Oh, you'd have British people swarming in. Oh man, now I really want some Nepalese tea. God damn it. Right, theoretically, I'm not sure if we have solved this. Because we put this in, it lit this up, and then we did something with it. I don't remember entirely what. But I feel like we haven't yet put anything in these little hooks. I'm not sure if that matters. Anyway, we'll consider that one half unsolved. Right. So that is the North Shore, northern viewpoint we went up to just a second ago, didn't we? Was that was the ladder over there? Yeah, so we've been to the northern viewpoint, and that's where we've got a puzzle that's unsolved. The Mist series, if you haven't played those, but also Haven Moon. Hang on a second. Probable Prime, I've just seen that you, are you a Twitch Prime subscriber to this channel? You seem to have the... Have you just subscribed now? Sorry, I missed the... or have you just changed name and you're one of my subscribers already? Either way, thank you very much. That's very, very kind. Oh, Twitch Prime member. Right. It doesn't necessarily have to be to this channel. Got it. Sorry, I'm fairly new to this whole game. I didn't want to miss thanking someone. Alright, let's have a look. So, we've already been to the gardens. Let's go and make ourselves another beverage while we're here. Why not? Let's brew one up. So, let's make an orange tripper this time. Subtle guilt trip for subscribing. If only I was that crafty. If only. Plus, I think I'm currently I'm spending more on XSplit like subscription to be able to do the streaming than I'm earning from the subscriptions. So we can't exactly say I'm in it for the money at this point. It's all good. It's mainly for the love of the game. Also for the cash. Send cash. Right. Not a fan of this. So we've come to the gardens. We didn't want to come to the gardens. We want to go over that way. Oh yeah, there's another thing I've just remembered. So there was where was it? Fuck. It's over here. So yeah, up here is a little device where we can put in one of these sticks. But it seems to have no effect. So that's a bit irritating. I'm leaving this stick in here for a bit. Let's check these rooms, see if we've got any unsolved bits. We've already done this mirror puzzle, so I'm pretty sure that one's golden. Yes, this is another puzzle that we haven't yet done anything with, so we can do something with this. We're not entirely sure what. I think I found... Yeah, I can put a bucket there, and I can crunch something or do something with that, I don't know. And we can spoon sand into this thing so that we can weigh it against this thing, but we haven't yet come across anything that would require us to balance anything or weigh anything. And I haven't found anything yet that I can put into that, into this top part. So I am not sure what to do with that. We've got these two keys. So, I say keys. We've got these two objects. Let me see if I can go into... Oh, continue. Let's try and go into... Yeah, so these things. We've got these, and we've got two of them. Are they exactly the same? No, that one's got two sort of keys on it, and this one's got three. Presumably that might mean that there's another one somewhere with one, but that's just a supposition. And we need to figure out where we're using those, because we have had those for a while now, and we have not solved a puzzle with them. So if anyone sees a place where that might be useful, do speak up. I think we've solved everything that we can with this cool, beam, because we aimed it at that mirror, we aimed it at the wall up there, we looked at the wall over there and found that thing. So we found a lot of the puzzles involved in that. Let's go and have a look down the waterfront, see if there's anything missing over here. And again, don't forget that if you find anywhere where you think a green, orange, fast or slow potion could come in handy, I am all ears. So yeah, we're back to here, broken bridge. I just can't see many places where we have to interact with anything yet. We seem to be at a little bit of an impasse. I feel like as soon as we hit the next bit, a lot of stuff will open up and then we'll get the chance to solve some stuff. But right now, the main thing we need to solve is opening this. Let's just... Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I just drank my orange drink. Right, let's just try every single one of these items on this. No. Right. So we could do with something that opens this thing. Where could that be? So we need something that opens that, and we need to operate that machine that was up at the top of the ladder. There was the machine with the button and the turning handle and the lever, but we were unable to turn it at the time. Let's go and see what's over here quickly. Oh, this is just the boat that brought us in. Don't think those pots are used for anything more. Let's just see if we've missed anything in the gardens that we are able to interact with. Just the 4 drinks, I think. Yeah, it really looks like just the 4 drinks. We used this machine already to make the potion earlier. We can't take or use any of this. No. That was where we could throw, I could like pour liquid down. Let's have a glance. That room's done. This room... Alright, so this is the room where we've got a puzzle to solve. Let's just double check it with the blue light. No, fine. So, can these things be used in this room in any way? No. Can we put one in this machine? No, that's only for the batteries. We obviously need to get 3 more batteries to open up these 5 extra rooms, potentially. We will see. And we need to solve this little puzzle. And God knows how. So 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? So it's not the default pin code. Oh well. That would have been a bit disappointing in a game like this. This area we have fully explored. Where would be a good place to drink the orange drink? To try, well, I'm going to drink it here. No, it doesn't seem to show. I mean, it obviously makes the orange stones kind of come up a little bit. How would that help us? Did I already solve this thing? Yes, because the key came out of this after it popped up. Quick check of this thing. Nope, nothing hidden there. Well, sod. Like a crank. Looks a bit like a doorknob. Maybe. If you inserted it into a door, like... No. Maybe... Where is that door without a handle? I think there's one over here. Oh, but it's got a symbol, so that'll be how that one opens. What is it that we need to use on that blue light? Do we need to shine something on it? Or try and turn it on with something? Also, what kind of device would be needed to open this little thing? Like a hook or something. Just a basic hook would do it. I'm really surprised we can't open that. Any clues? No. So... that's just the waterway, isn't it? Yeah, waterway, plus that door. Nothing there. So we have explored. I think we've now explored everywhere. We obviously haven't, because we haven't found what it is that we need to do now. I think the North Shore and the North Viewpoint is the least explored areas, so let's go over there and drink some tea. Wait a second, is this right? Yeah, North Shore is here. So that is where the machine that we don't know how to operate is, and that is where it leads to. So in other words, it leads into so it leads into that structure. Is that correct? Let's just double check. That's this structure, yes. So in this structure, which seems to link down to something over here which is hidden. So directly behind us is an area that we've not yet explored and is hidden, or is at least not mapped out. Let's get back up that ladder. I feel like it's got to be, there's got to be something going on around here. I'm not yet sure how the brass key things that we've got link into it, but we're now facing towards an unknown area. Evening, Dan. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. We are doing some puzzle games, but we are, and I say I am horribly stuck. So we've got this shaft artist of an equipment piece. Hello. Can't seem to operate any of it, and it's one of the only puzzles that we currently have access to, so it's a tad irritating. And now I've got push the button stuck in my head. So just a quick check. No. Yes, middle piece should definitely be rotating, and we should be trying to get some sort of circular pattern going on that where these rings, the lighter parts of the brass, obviously need to line up somehow or enter a particular pattern, and that's fine. Once we're able to rotate them in any way, we'll go and find a way to make them match up. But the biggest problem we've got at the minute is that we don't seem to be able to get any of these pieces to interact with it. Like, I know what most of these items do except for these two, so I do not know where these two go. This allows us to drink some things and trip balls, and the rest of it is kind of already been used. So it looks like that's supposed to light up, power something in there. We need to press this button, rotate these things. Concentric circles around the cross looking. No, I can't yet move them. So all I've got, where can I? Yeah, here we go. So if you have a look at this little white circle, that's all I've got. And when I pass that white circle over something I can use, like this thing, it turns into a rotating cog. But as you can see, we can't currently move any of these elements. They're all rusted up except for this button. So we need to find some way. Additionally, like the North Shore area that we're in on the map is kind of hidden from us, and there's something here, or maybe inside this rock or something. I can't yet figure that out. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. So, yeah, I was thinking like a bit of WD-40, just spray it over all the joints, and then we'll be off. We'll be right in there. That's a bit weird. I haven't seen that before. Someone's been sculpting things out of this rock to make power tools or the equivalent. Interesting, interesting. So, the only thing that we seem to have left that we can interact with are those potions, and trying to figure out where to drink them. So let's go back over to the gardens. Also, we can interact with this, but we don't yet seem to have anything that we can interact with it. None of these items do anything. This blue light will reveal hidden writing sometimes, but I've been around quite a lot of the island with it, so it's unlikely that we'll immediately find some hidden writing. I mean, it's always possible. Is this the... Oh, wrong one. Is this the lab that's going to get lit up? No, we're in the alchemy lab. Okay. So, let's grab ourselves some herbs. Let's grab a green one again. I don't know why. Pop it in there. Glass. The squeezed liquids of the native berries have quite intense effects on one's senses. Though drinking pure berry juices would be almost unbearable, the substance mixes with liquids makes their effect significantly weaker. Be cautious, even though they're diluted, some of them could be quite intoxicating. Have intense effects on one's senses. The only thing that we've done regarding senses has been... Well, I mean, we've done a few things, but this one, this puzzle was regarding sound. No, we've not quite figured it out yet. But it said that the berries enhance our senses, and so you're thinking like sight, sound, taste, and so on. The only puzzle I can think of that directly involves senses was this one, so I'm thinking we trip some green balls and then listen to this and see what happens. So when we listen to it now... Oh! Well, that was a bit wasted. So we seem unable to do this, so obviously that hunch was off because we can't redo that sound puzzle once it's been completed, it would seem. So let's quickly remake that puzzle. Remake that potion. And then we are going to need a plan B. Let's go to the building that this machine up the top is actually going to power up. So it should theoretically power up this building to my right, which is one that we do not have access to because we haven't got down to this level in the puzzle. So, alright, then the only remaining puzzle that we need to solve, because I can't think of where to use the drinks, so I'm assuming that where is that puzzle room? It's in the room with the broken lever, which is here. Right. We have two things which are unsolved. This and the 3 thing with the circles, concentric circles, lever and button, and we have the fact that we can make these berry drinks, but we don't know what they're for. So I'm presuming that the berry drinks help us solve one or the other, and that helps us solve the third one, whichever one that is. Don't know if that made sense to anyone. It made sense to me. So it seems like we need to figure out what order these symbols need to be in. Then we press this button. We probably end up getting given a magnet, which we pop in here. It'll open up some more rooms, and then we can get on with things. So also, if we nick one of these magnets, pop it in here and pull this down, we get this pattern. No idea what it means. If we take this one, does it give us the same pattern? No. Okay. Interesting. Doesn't seem to currently matter where these batteries go. So that doesn't seem to show us anything about the concentric circles. That seems to be the sort of anatomy of a battery or something like that. This stuff looks like it might have been quite useful, but it seems to have been inked out. Is there a way for us to remove this red ink? Because this red ink has been covering a few things in a few rooms. We don't seem to be able to interact with it. You need the thing to light up all the way down to the gear glyph to open the door to the building with the same glyph. Yeah, exactly. So, like, if once we opened up these two, if you can't remember, by all means have a guess, my friend. I'm open to guesses. Guesses are great. So these two symbols opened up the alchemy storage. So when we got this second battery, we put it in. It opened up these two symbols, and that gave us access to the berries so that we could make the orange drink to see through the paint. Well, let's try a green drink. Well, that's not worked. Have a little look round, see if anything's changed. Nope. Alright, so let's go back, make an orange drink and give that a go, because I think we definitely need to be able to try and see through this paint. The paint has appeared in, I'm pretty certain it's been in more than one place. An orange seeing through red paint, yeah, I could see that. Maybe that works. Let's give it a go. I think trying to see through that paint is a good start, and then if and when we can see through the paint, that might be a way to solve that little 4-dial puzzle with all the lines. So we'll pop that in here. Get the wine glass ready. Glug, glug. I'm not 100% certain, but I think, for example, when we were down by the area that we arrived in with the boat, that there were more places with red paint covering a little, like a couple of those little symbols on the wall. I think I've seen it somewhere before. Right, let's have a go here and glug some orange. Hello. Didn't look like it, just sort of made it trippy. Blue light does nothing to it. try and... this glass has some liquid in it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah. In previous parts of puzzle, I mean, there's a big vat of this red liquid. Like, if we want to apply it to more stuff, but the question is, like, I don't think we've seen these symbols anywhere. I don't. It was last week that we played this game, but I do not remember seeing those symbols. I can see the advantage of playing through this game in one sitting is that you would actually be able to keep all this stuff in your head. Because I've had to spend the first half an hour just exploring the island again. Right. There seems to be a way out of that lab. Let's go and have a quick look. Well, I made some notes about a couple of things, like the what the potions do and stuff like that. But there's certain stuff where, like, just for example, those symbols, I might have seen them somewhere, and if I saw them last week, maybe it would have, like, cropped up in my mind. But we've already solved this one. We've solved it like twice in different puzzles, so I'd be really surprised if they use it a third time. It doesn't seem to be any of this stuff. Really love to know where to use these fucking keys. Anything hidden? No. So there's a path that goes out down. Oh, this game is super cool. I really enjoy it. So we should be able to go down, and we should be able to go out that way actually. At some point, maybe that opens up later. Yeah. If you actually know it, then just keep stum for now. Obviously, I might at some point cave in and come crawling back to you, but I hope not, because it's very, very satisfying when you do solve it. Fuck. All right, more tea. Okay. Yeah, we knew about the handprint. That's from a previous one. It's like this blue light. When we shone like a telescope with we put a blue crystal in front of a telescope type thing, and then shone that into that whole room, and it lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. It was one of the first times that we learned that this blue light sort of reveals hidden writing. Additionally, like, we need to keep mind of the fact that this produces one pattern, and that the other battery produces a different one. I'm not sure how it helps us, but it's interesting to know nonetheless. I'm going to take that out and put it there before I go back to the alchemy garden and forget that the bloody thing is locked again. A quick question regarding the brass keys that I've got. Do I have access currently to where they should go? Okay, great. So we'll look around and try and find where we're supposed to use those, and in the meantime we will think about whether we need a potion to get there. Like, is there anything in this room? We've already used the electric eel and whatever the fuck this was. We've used all this nonsense. That was where we demonstrated the ink stuff. This... already tried to use the keys on this equipment, and all it did, I think, was this is where we got the red stone that sets stuff on fire. I'm taking this back. So I've got this bucket, I can put it here, I've got this little thing that I can turn, I've got some sand that I can put in this bucket and I can measure stuff against, but I do not know what I am supposed to measure against what and what purpose it serves. So let's just pull this out for a sec. Yeah, always check for the hidden writing even though we don't know what it does. Test everything against this. Hang on a sec. Maybe you're not like drinking the juices has effects on you, but you could theoretically just pour them on something else and that could have an effect as well, I suppose. But it is worth remembering that we need to put something in here. What would go in there? What does that machine even do? Like, what's going on? Oh, it cuts something. No, we can only make potions out of the berries, to my knowledge. That's what the game sort of told us. And I don't think we're even able to collect any more of the plants now that we've solved the plant puzzle. There's another door here, but... yeah, I have no idea what this door does or how we use it. And where does that door go? Where are we? We're there. So it goes into this hidden area here. Sorry about that. Normal certainly gives us access somehow to that lot. We've got that door which is closed by one of the symbols. Broken bridge. Not having found a single use for these keys or potions is making me a bit sad. There is this area, I suppose, but we have already solved this puzzle. Maybe we come back here with an orange potion. There's lots of orange kicking about. Let's try it. I don't know. Wait a sec, can we use these somehow here? No, we can just put that there with its little thing and it sets this on fire. Do that. And nothing much happens. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that wasn't the most pleasant. None of this is interactable except for this thing that we've already solved. That door is opened with a symbol. That puzzle has been solved. That's the room that we're currently struggling with. That's a puzzle we've already solved. We've done everything in here and downstairs. In here we haven't worked out what's going on with the sand and the little machine that cuts things. Up here, in here we've solved everything, there's nothing left. Up here we've got the telescope that we've used before for a couple of things, but I really don't know what possible benefit that would have. Like this thing is the thing that we solved over here, and if we scoot round to here, oh no, I think it was the orange strange light that we shone onto that mirror and it did something up there. So there's nothing really exciting that can be done here. We'd obviously love to get in there somehow, but I get the impression that's going to be like the end game. So back to the gardens, I guess, because I can't think... Like, this is something that we still need to solve, and I just can't find an item that will allow us to open it. So let's have a last look around this room. So we've used all the liquids. We have done all this stuff. We made a liquid that melted the crystal, so we've kind of already solved that one. We can't interact with any of this. This one opens with this symbol, and that'll probably be a new set of potion puzzles, I guess. We've got the dusts there that we can interact with, but I mean, as far as we know, they're only used to make the potions that we already dealt with this machine. Ooh, I feel like I'm doing like a 1 hour recap. I do apologise, guys, but it's also for my benefit. I just let's just double check if we can take any of these plants. Yeah, we can still snip these plants, but I don't see how it benefits us. Because when we snip them, yeah, we put them in there, for example, we turn this thing, and it puts a bit of something into there so we can make a liquid. But I mean, that liquid was used to water the stuff that made the herbs grow. Like, it's a really old part of puzzle. I don't think it's relevant to what we're doing now. Maybe there's another effect to these slow and fast ones that I missed. Let's have a quick recap. So potion 3 should make us go pretty quick. Where's my glass? Here we go. Yeah, there's some more red paint. Like, if we figure out how to... I'll tell you what. Let's try all 4 potions and see if any of them let us see through this red paint. Because if they let us see through this red paint, they might let us see through the other paint. So, yeah, exactly what you were saying, yeah. So we've done potion 3, nothing happened. Let's try potion 2, the slow-mo potion. We've got the Judge Dredd potion here. If anyone's seen that film, you'll enjoy this one. And if you haven't, you probably should go and watch it. I don't even like comic stuff, and it was good. That tea was going cold and thus needed to be had before being wasted. Right, slow-mo time. Not the correct potion. Alright, so green potion. Ba-da-boom. 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 Let's trip together. No. More red paint that could be potentially seen through. Very good. Alright, so last one then. Here's the orange. I will check it for you, but I don't believe so, no. Unless some of these are berries as well. Like, if those are berries, then there are 2 potions I don't know about. So this does not let us see through that at all. Let's have a little go with the clippings and see if we can clip anything else and pop it in. So, clip. Okay, this is going to open up a fountain. Okay, time to start taking notes. We're going to need more paper. Be right back. Alright, so let's figure out a quick system for numbering these plants. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So plant number 1. Evening, Scarolf, how are you doing? We're just doing some potion mixing. So, plant number 1, interesting effect. Plant number 2, we cannot put in there. Interesting. That might narrow things down a bit. What did we do with the plants last time? We just put them in here, didn't we? Right, plant number 3. Oh, don't worry. I trust you, man. If you tell me you're not going to reveal stuff, then play along with me. And you've been honest so far about when you've remembered stuff and when you haven't. So that's all good. Right. It looks like none of the other plants can go into this thing. Just this red one. Get back in there, you bastard. Right. Let's just check if any of the other ones are also red. This one's red, and if we're trying to see through red paint, it makes sense that that might go in there. No, it doesn't. Satisfying. So none of the red ones seem to work, with the exception of berries. It said berries, so this one is a bit more like a berry. Let's try the yellow berries and see if it'll go for that. And it will. Alright, we have opened up some pharmaceutical options for potions, ladies and gents. So, red berries revealed something. Yellow berries might just give us the shits. Let's find out together. Oh, get fucked. Oh, that's trippy as hell. Alright. So if we need to go upside down, then it's the yellow berries. If we need to reveal, it's the red berries. So, let's clip some reds and then get back to that red paint at the other puzzle. I don't know if I've already responded, Scary, but that sounds pretty awful, so I hope you feel better soon. Although watching me drink this upside down potion probably isn't helping if you're feeling a bit queasy. I got an achievement, drink them all. Right, so these are all of the 6 potions that are available. Fine. So we head back to the lever room. We check out the red paint. There was like a swirl on that one, but I'm imagining that on this one there's going to be a bunch of symbols, and we're going to have to take a sketch nice and fast. 3719. 3 7 1 9. Nailed it. Right, let's see how many of these we get. 2 more. And let's have a look what this one looks like here. Still don't know how this helps us. They all look different there, but we've now got 2 new areas. So, let's see if I recognise either of these symbols. No, not necessarily. Let's just go and have a look. So this is one of the doors that might have opened. Nope, that's a cog door. Where were the other ones? One of them was down by the seafront. So let's go over there. So that's not one of the ones that was opened, and there was another one down by the seafront over on the other side. Hey, this is one of the ones that was opened. So, new area. The cave. Don't go taking the piss now. Grr. Right. You reckon that's a combination? It does look a bit like that, but we've had... This isn't the first puzzle that we've had of this particular type. And I'm interested what they require. Also, is this... Well, what is this? But none of that matters until we figure out how to open that door. So, we opened 2 symbols. Let's go and try and find the other one so that we know which 2 places we've potentially got access to. I should really take sketches of all these doors, but I'm far too lazy. One of the things was like a cupboard in the alchemy lab, wasn't it? This one, but it's not. So the alchemy symbol is on the alchemy lab, right? Okay. Kind of makes sense, I suppose. Where else might be I can't tell whether I find the wooden creaking irritating or relaxing. Like sometimes it's one, sometimes the other. Sometimes it's just like, it sounds like we're on a boat and I can enjoy myself. The other times I'm like, shut your creaky little mouth. And that sounds like I'm giving blowjob advice to an old person. Potentially with lockjaw. Right. Where is the next door? Next doors. Was there any like cupboards in here? Yeah, there are. Hello. Do you reckon that's up, down? I mean, was Scary actually accidentally not that far off on the correct way to open the door? Is it genuinely like up, up, down, 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 up, down, up? I'm going to be pissed if you were accidentally even slightly correct. Oh, look, because this is the other one. Oh, what an absolute arse cake. Right, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down, down, up, down, up. I hate you so much. Shut up. Right. I have no idea what that thing is, though. Let's have a quick look. Okay. What? I did not know we were able to do stuff like that with items. What? What the fuck? Where do we get to? What? So where do we know that needs a key like that with different... Yeah, we did, but I never thought about doing it ever again. Yeah, shut up. I knew that was coming. So first of all, wait a minute. Could something like this open that stupid... there was the door with the little handle thing on it. Maybe one of those, like... What? What does that fit in? That's a pentagon-shaped end and a pentagon there as well. We could try and set it on fire, I suppose. So if we put that... Yeah, it really looks like a handle that we put in something and then we can turn it. But we need to set these right. But I don't remember anywhere where we could put that in yet. Anyway, right, okay. So we've got that. We've taken a sketch. We can go back to the other door and now we know how to open it. So let's go and do that. And that'll give Scary's ego time to deflate. Even if it is slightly deserved. Oh, while we're here, let's just test if that works. No, okay. Waterway is opposite side. Cannot believe you fluked that. Alrighty, so up, down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, down. Up, down, 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 up, down. Alright, so we've got a gear or a cog of some sort. And now it is story time with the slowest... Oh, hello, symbols. I think we all recognise those symbols. And they happen to be in a circular formation. Right, we'll come back to that after the world's slowest letter reader reads this letter. By now
it must be obvious to you that I connected these marked doors and entrances to the main energy converter unit. Actually, this feature has nothing to do with the crystal battery machine's main purpose at all. I've implemented this secondary function in order to direct you along the path and prevent you from spoiling my well-structured course. When the converter is fully powered, meaning that all the batteries are in place, it supplies energy to the mechanics. I can only hope that she will not interfere with our work. She's but a desperate echo of a fallen civilization lingering here agelessly. It is clear that she is not worthy of the gift that has been given to her.
The guy is a penis. Right, we're going to take a sketch of this. No, we're not. We're going to open our sketchbook. Now we're going to take a sketch of this. Hello. it, ladies and gents. So, circulars with numbers, circulars with shaded parts, random bit of mechanical equipment, along with circular number 2, circular number 1. Cannot interact with the left board, cannot pick up any of the chalk. Let's just continue to have a little explore of this area. Let's whip out the old blue light, make sure nothing's immediately obvious. Doesn't look like it is. We can't go much further here. Quick glance around here. Nothing hidden on that wheel. Nothing hidden on these papers. Or in this cave. So, let's see what touching these things does. Well, that's bad news. We can't undo that. Middle knob doesn't seem to do anything, no. Oh, we've touched it again. Pretty sure this isn't correct, but let's do... No, so it doesn't like that. So it's not the ones that were not pressed, so it might be... Nope, it doesn't like that either. These numbers tell you the order to do them in. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, etc. So we've got to do these ones in this order, presumably. So then it has to be this one first. Then we need the 2s. That would be this one or this one. Neither of which are done. So maybe we need to push down the empty ones. So let's just push some shit. Right, so if we're pushing down the empty ones, then number 1 would be top right. Then number 2s would be top right or bottom left. Well, let's say top right for now. Then number 3s would be top left or bottom right. See, both of those are on. Yeah, both of the 2s are empty, and both of the 3s, which is that one and that one, are full. So it can't, I don't think it can be a combination of numbers and letters. It could theoretically just be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of any number that we choose. So let's just try that for a giggle. So number 3 is there. Number 4 is there. 5. 5. Wait a second. They're long and short. They're not the same. Look, this 3 is nowhere near the same as this 3. And this 1 is nowhere near the same as this 1. This is 5. This is 15. Right? Right. Reset. Okay, let's try again, just genuine numbers. So genuine numbers would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 5 would be the first long one, so that one. 6 would be a long one with 1 through it, that's there. And 7, a long one with 2 through it, that's there. Well, it's still going, so let's go for 8, which would be a long one with 3. And that's there. Nope. So you want me to go in order for this, but only hitting these. And are we presuming that the coloured ones are pushed or unpushed? I'm going to go ahead and say pushed. Also, what is this? Wait, that's the telescope. That's a little stick with a gem on it, and that's the telescope. Why is this paper burned with this sketch underneath it? And where is the telescope? Can we point the telescope through this window somehow? Where are we in relation to the telescope? Where are we? We're here. Telescope is all the way over there. Is there another telescope? Let's go and have another quick glance at the telescope. But it's definitely, I'm pretty sure it's a picture of the telescope. Look, the telescope is way over there and cannot possibly see this cave. It just cannot. Because, like, look, this is the wooden board that's behind, then there's this piece of paper that's lined onto it, and then there's charred outlines around the outside, so I'm pretty sure that this is the first thing, and then this. So maybe once we have done this, we need to bring out the blue light, or the stones pop out a mirror. Yeah, something like that. Because if they pop out a mirror, and then this suddenly becomes reasonable. Like, why are we here? Well, because blah blah blah. Like, Can we see anything from over there? Not really. Anyway, we'll work something out. So, we've still not done what Dan's Vidania suggested, which is to do numbers combined with shapes. So, let's do that. So, marking out a quick sketch on this bit of paper. It's like that, and we need to go. Need a much bigger sketch. So it's 1, 2. Wow, I've done this badly. Right. 1, 2. That one's 3. That one's 4. 5 is there. 6 down here. 7 is up top. 8 is... Oh, my cursor's over it, so it's there. 9. Where's 9? Oh, yep, there it is. There's 9. 10 is 2 long lines with nothing else, so it's over there. 10. 11. 2 long lines and a 1, that's there. 12. Oh, isn't this fun, everybody? You get to watch me count to 12. Right, 12's there. 13. The fact that it's difficult is quite troubling. 13 is there. 14 and 15 are the only ones missing. 14 is there, 15 is there. Alright, so we've got all the numbers mapped out. So, if it's this way, then it would go 1, 2 not, 3 yes, 4 yes, 5 not, 6 yes, 7 yes, 8 no, 9 no, 10 no, 11 no, 12 no. Wait. Oh, is that one 12? Hold on. Yeah, that one's 12. Sorry, my bad. So there's 12, that's 9. So 9 then. 9's a no, but 12 is a yes. 13. No. 14, yes. 15, no. Alright. So, let's try this. So we go 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 12, 14. 50. Who gets the impression that we're going to go and find another picture? Haven't we seen a picture like this somewhere? I think there was another picture like this. Fuck! This is why I need to take sketches and remember stuff. I think we've seen something like this somewhere else. Hang on a second. What the sweet piss? Right. I really want that thing. Right. Evening, Crooked. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you might be right. You are right. Look at these little things here. And now look, they are here. They are precisely here. I mean, we could theoretically... We could do a few things. First of all, this is now upside down, and I feel like an upside down potion might come in handy at some point. Or there's another sketch of a circle like this somewhere. Do we just need to do the same puzzle again but upside down? There's got to be a different code, hasn't there? Speaking with a pen in my mouth, probably not the best idea. I don't think that upside down potion lasts long enough to do this well. Right, we're going to do two things. We're going to go and make an upside down potion and keep an eye out. So everybody is now looking very hard for any diagram like this or with this symbol anywhere near it. Alright. I'm going to go and check all the little rooms that we've got access to. No. Additionally, I don't think we've revealed all of the red paint that we could have revealed, and while we're here, let's check if our newfound keymajigger things can work on this. Oh yeah, we got this round thing. We definitely need to jig those keys around and figure out where the hell they fit in. A minute ago we had not enough puzzles to solve, now we've got too many. Fuck. Now the arrows are on the numbering sketch as well. Now the arrows are on the numbering sketch as well, so the board that rotated had the arrow up, now it's down. The one with the sketch, the one sketch with the numbers also had arrows on it. I'm going to delete some notes that we no longer need. don't remember what that is, so I'm not going to delete it. This one I can delete. We can get rid of this. Get rid of this. Done. 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 And done. So, 3719 has been used, but what's this? This looks surprisingly like one of our puzzle things, doesn't it? Not gonna lie, fucking love this game. It is so irritating and yet chilled at the same time. We are gonna go and have a little look for any more papers, sketches, things like that. Where are we now? Oh, we're back at the cave. We've gone the wrong friggin' way. Also keep an eye out for red paint. Remember that we can now read through red paint, so if we see any, we're golden. Quick check with this thing. There's no mirror, there's no way, there's a building in the way. On this side, we can just look into that mirror. So, telescope burned the paper. Someone burned the paper with light. Is there a way to unfuck that situation? I don't think so. I mean, the paper's burned, right? In this little cupboard? No, there was just the equipment that we got. So we got this thing. Maybe this thing can be used in that little room with the... I went under a banner with a similar symbol. God bless you, man. God bless you. Look at that. Who thinks we need to stick a blue crystal and have a look? Who thinks we need to stick an orange crystal and have a look? We've already done that, but it's still fun. Is the correct symbol. That's what we're looking at. That's the telescope. It's got a picture of a tiny little crystal thing that we've put in it. And the question is, what are we supposed to be looking down. That's a really satisfying noise. Can we burn something like this? Is intense light, and it looks like if we shine it on something flammable, it would burn it. For example, a rope holding up something. Where is a rope that's actually doing anything? Nope, we can't burn that. Maybe you can use something else with the telescope. The rotating thing we found. Idea, the expanding thing on the telescope. Maybe we can do something with that. Alright? Yeah, let's do it. I'm all on board with trying to modify the telescope. So, can we use this in any way? No. Can we use this in any way? Can we put stuff in here? Can we... Whoop, hello. Can we put this thing in? Does that do anything? Oh my good God. I know exactly what it does. Look at this. Red thing fits in there. Now we burn the shit out of things. God, I love this. Don't think we should stand in front of that because things are getting roasty toasty over here. We're burning a hole in this wood. Oh, I'd like to take a moment to just say how much I love this game. It's so fucking good. Right. Here's a slight concern I have. First of all, I'm going to see if I can burn this rope, but only because I want to. No. Second of all, yeah, the telescope 3 times is just kick nuts. So, here's the problem that I have. When we shine this on the thing, I think it's going to set on fire. And when that happens, we're going to have to be quick with the sketch key. Here we go. It hasn't helped. It has helped. I'm taking a sketch. Right, let's not look at it with that. Let's just move that out of the way. Take a clean sketch. And away we go. I am taking that red thing back. That red thing has been handy multiple times. Yeah, like the ways that you have to solve some of the stuff in this game is just so lovely and satisfying. I have a red torch, so I can... Like, how though? Because I can only use it when I can find a place to... Wait a minute! Stop. Everybody stop. Torch. Red thing. There's a thing there. So maybe something is now burning through here. No, but it was a nice idea. So, my theory was that if we stick that red light in here, it should go through that mirror or lens or whatever and burn something. Maybe it still is? No. Oh well, right, let's go and solve the puzzle that we know about. Right, so now we are going to want, assuming that this is wow, that is not very close or clear, is it? Two things. We are most definitely going to want an upside down potion. And we're going to want a much better photo of that image. So let's go and do both. Upside down potion, alchemy gardens, we are here. Of course they're on the far side. And the upside down potion was yellow berries. Don't forget, by the way, ladies and gents, we have green trip balls, orange trip balls, speed up, slow down, and we have not used quite a few of those yet. We've used the orange one to reveal red paint. So remembering that if we find another red paint puzzle, we can use an orange one to glance at it. I don't think this upside down potion is going to last nearly long enough for me to complete this puzzle, but we can have a go. I'll tell you what I can do. I can line it up on my bit of paper over here, so that I know exactly which buttons I need to press, and then just chug the upside down potion and quickly do it. Right. If anybody needs the bathroom, now's the time, because I'm just going to quickly be counting to myself again. So, we need not number 1, but we need number 2. Yes, so number 2. Number 3, no. Number 4. Yes. 5, nope. 6, nope. 7, nope. 8, yes. 9, yep. 10, yep. 11, nope. 12, yes. 13, no. 14, yes. And 15, yes. Okay. So that is like this. Alright, apologies for the quietness there. So what I was doing, I have no idea if you can see this, but I've got my full circle here with all the numbers that's incredibly badly drawn. I've then gone through the picture on the screen, the notepad picture there, and translated it to the numbers in the order, sort of numerical order, which are fulfilled. And then I've translated those in chronological order to the symbols that we now need to press. And now we're going to drink the upside down potion so that we can see this the other way, and then we're going to try to enter it into the in this order and see how that goes. So theoretically I'm going there, 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 there. Okay. So definitely didn't have enough potion. It's actually going to be quicker to work this out than try and go back. So, if this is simply a mirror image, then that one would be there. So it's exact opposites. So that becomes number 1, that becomes number 2, that becomes 3, that becomes 4, which means 5 should be here, 6 should be here, 7 should be here, and 8 should be here. Woo! Okay, we'll have a quick look around this room with our blue light. See if there's anything else. Nope, doesn't like it. Well, that's interesting. That is remarkably quick for a speed up potion. So we are going to have to block this. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's not heavy enough. Oh, so now we need to take a battery and then we need to measure exactly what. Now we can go and use those scales to go and measure how much a battery weighs, and then we can work out exactly what we need to put on the pedestal to allow. I love this game. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So we need to nick a battery, because I presume they all weigh the same. We're going to pretend they do and hope. Then we need to go to the room with the scales in it, which is over here. And now we need to put as much sand as it takes to make that even. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to presume that this bucket weighs the same as that bucket. And we're going to go and have a go. Oh, we need to put that battery back in the thing, otherwise the door to the cave won't be open. So battery needs to go back in here. Then we go back to the cave, which is over here. Good work, by the way, Scary, on the weighing thing. Yep, nice work. So we now nick this, put our bucket of sand, and it didn't work. Well, shit. Why didn't it work? Yeah, but we measured out exactly how much weight. We measured it out. Did I not crank in the last spoon of sand? I thought I did. Yeah, the bucket has a weight, but what is the weight of the bucket and how do we tell? So we need to weigh the bucket with sand when it's empty. So how do we empty the bucket? We need to nick a battery for weighing comparison. We need to empty the bucket of sand somehow, which we need to go back to the... to the measuring room. We need to figure out, maybe we can empty the sand bucket into the sand. Alright man, take care. Yeah, we've emptied that. Great. So that looks like it weighs... What? Oh, okay, so we need to empty that out. Take care, Dan. Have a good night. So it looks like 1 spoon of sand equals the bucket, and I think we said 4 spoons of sand equals the battery, but let's just double check that. So we take that out and that's now even. Put the battery on, we get the spoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, therefore 3 in the bucket, 1, 3, so we've now got a sand bucket that weighs the same as a battery. Right. I love this game, I love this game. So, pop the battery back in, and then nip back over to the lighthouse, wrong way again. Wait, why are we going to the lighthouse? Need to go to the cave. Cave. That's kind of the same way anyway, actually. Nick that. Now put our friendly neighbourhood bucket of sand on. Yay!
Who are you that wanders this world uninvited? Another explorer? What are you seeking? Power? Immortality? Or are you just a fool looking for salvation? You can't simply enjoy the power of Quern, not without consequences.
To be honest, lady, I was
You
looking
must
for the
leave
bathroom.
the same way you came here, for your own sake.
Right. We've done that. We've done that. We've dealt with that. We've dealt with that. We've got that. I think we can now leave this place and consider it solved. So we get, and we've got another battery that we can put back in the machine, and we can see where we get to with opening more rooms. Where's my extra battery? There it is. In we go. So we get the alchemy thing and the mining thing. So the alchemy lab one, we know where that is. That is, well, the mining one is here, I think. Yes. So surprisingly enough, it gets us into the mines. Let's bring out our blue lamp. We've got a lever. Alright. So, oh, hello. Let's not forget, by the way, that we haven't solved that puzzle up on the top of the ladder with the lever, dial, and button. So if we pull that lever, this bridge comes down but then goes immediately back up, and that's, we're going to presume that this thing is like a magnet which probably holds that. So if we activate this contraption, however, then it should allow us to bring this bridge down. So let's first of all shine some lights. Oh, okay. The ancient gateways are the links between the worlds of the world chain. Even though these passageways and entrances are part of our world since time immemorial, our knowledge of them is very limited. As the material of these portals is literally invulnerable, sampling them and determining their age has been impossible so far. The mystery of the gateways serves as the cradle of many different religions all around the world chain. According to the teachings of the Bakunists, 19, the journey between two portals is a step towards the liberation of the soul. These people give up their past to become lifelong travellers. Many believe that the gateways are divine gifts and that they worship these monuments as the shrines of their gods. Some groups are covering their portals with flowers and fruits of their worlds as a celebration, though several cultist tribes around the Lashan line believe that human blood must be offered to their gods and use the gateways as their sacrificial altars. A prominent theory states that the gateways are devices built by a technologically advanced, long-extinct ancient civilization. As they serve as the very pillars of the interworld communication and the most important passages of the Empire's trade routes, the gateways are essential elements of all civilized worlds. So, minus, minus, plus, plus. Presume then that we're dealing with batteries again, or some sort of battery thing, and that this needs to be magnetic somehow. So, when we do that, what happens? This charges. Seems like we've got a good amount of power. Let's crank the lever. Yeah, it looks like we have to get exactly on the 100 mark, so we need to be able to go up and down certain amounts. And we need to be able to do it within 5 moves exactly. Okay. So this one gives us 59%. This one removes more than 59%. This one gives us 49%, I think. 44%? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110? Do we need 110? Oh, cock. 10, 20, 30. Are they gradations of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, they're not. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's call it 49. I don't know. We're going to call it 49. So that one's 59, that one's 49-ish. And then that one's a downer, so let's see. Okay, so if we use the... Just to check, was this 59? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 69. Call that one 69. God bless, 69. And if we then put it up a lot... What? That would have been too much. Just 2 of those would have been too much. Oh yeah, because it wouldn't go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it should be alright. Yeah, so 2 69s puts us up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140-ish. Right. There's 150 total. So let's see how much these minuses do then. So the top minus knocks us down from 140 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we're going to call that one approximately 70. That one approximately 50. The top one is approximately minus 70. And the right one, we need to do a quick plus. So we're at 100 and so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So we're at 120. And the right one takes us down from 120, 110, 100, 90, 80, 70. So from 110 to 70 is minus 40. Minus 40. So if we've got plus 70, plus 50, minus 40, and minus 70, how do we get to 110? So to reiterate that, we have plus 70, plus 50, minus 40, and minus 70. So in the chat we have the numbers. Now, admittedly, they are not exactly precise. Like, if you have a look, that's not exactly dead on, and I've just decided that they're units of 10 when they might not be. But that's approximately the distances that we've got to travel. So who can make that make 110 in 5 moves or less? This is like an episode of Countdown, isn't it? I mean, it seems to me that we do 2 big 70s and then minus 40. That should do it. Because that'd be 140 and then... No, it doesn't work. Shit. So that's 140, 190, minus 80. Correct. Absolutely correct. Bravo. Glad we got you here. So, if we crank that, it should reset everything and give us that. So, we're on plus 70. That's plus 70, plus 70. We need to do a minus now because otherwise it will short out. So, there's the first minus 40, the second minus 40, and now a plus 50 should get us spot on. Fuck, your maths was perfect, so I've obviously worked something out incorrectly. That went down 20 more than we thought it did. So maybe the minus 40 is in fact a minus 50. Let's quickly check it. We're now on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And if we crank this... Oh, it resets. Sorry, hold on. So... bang, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and now this one takes us down to, so it's minus 50. Sorry, it's minus 50. So we've got plus 70, minus 70, plus 50, and minus 50. So we need 3 plus 70s and 2 minus 50s is what we're saying. Yeah, agreed. So we'll get rid of that, get it all to reset. Lovely. So plus 70, minus 50, minus 50, plus 70. Gets it spot on, and it's now buzzing away. Crank that, and it magnetizes. Woo! Woo! Nice work. So what we've got there is what looks like part of a battery that we can put together. Let's nick it for now and worry about it later. And now we've got story time with the letter.
This is the exact place where I achieved the breakthrough. After hundreds of failed attempts, I finally managed to create a much more efficient energy source, capable of providing a relatively large amount of power constantly. This white luminous mineral is the compressed and purified version of the natural, locally common, reddish-orange colored energy crystal. To be able to cast specific machine parts, I developed a procedure to liquefy this new crystalline material. I thought that a discovery of this magnitude could change the subject of my whole research, even the meaning of my presence here. I was right.
So, without knowledge, skill is nothing. What do we have here? Can we take a spoonful of any of these powders? No. Can we do something with this? Yes. But whatever it is, we don't seem to be able to do it just now. Oh. So that's... oh, fuck, we're on this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 9 power from the orange crystal. From the white power, so a little less than 3 times more powerful. Doesn't look like we can open that yet. some sort of mill pot. Let's pop that mill pot back on and do that again. Okay, okay. We are a good number of hours into the game. I think we are approximately. I think I've only done 2 sessions of this, so I think I did 6 hours. So this is the 3rd session, and we are into the 3rd hour of that session. So I'd say we're into hour 9. I think we're at like 8 hours and 40, something like that. So it looks like we need to pour something. Oh, in percentage of completion, I've absolutely no idea. The only person who's played this game that was in the chat was Probable Prime from earlier, and I don't know if he or she is still with us. When he had a glance, or when they had a glance at the number of symbols that we'd managed in the battery room, they said, "Oh, you're a little way off yet. Like you've still got some ways to go." So I couldn't tell you. Oh dear. Right. So we've got slidey thing, buttons, various that remind me of a saxophone. We've got lamp thing, which presumably allows us to open that. These things feed power into it, by the looks of it. We need to, I imagine, melt the white crystal or something like that down into a liquid. We need to pop it in there, and somehow I know what we do. We take this pot thing, we go and put it in the furnace. That's what those 2 little hooks were for. So we put whatever we want into here, then we go and pop this into the furnace. That'll melt it down. Then when we take it out, it'll probably harden up, and then we hit this button and it'll pop it out. And then we'll have an item, I imagine. And like, yeah, see like what goes in there, but it looks like it's about the right shape for something that might be in there, right? What else have we got? This thing we've used. It's like our torch for the red torch if and when we need that. Maybe that'll be useful somewhere in this this thing. We've got this thing, which is like the like part of a battery, I would say, part of a charge. It's got 1 hole there, so it does look kind of like a battery. We've got this thing, cog. Machine wheel, not sure. And we've still got these dodgy keys that we need to, you know, mess around with those things in. Open this door so that we can get to it a little bit easier to allow us to have a look at this part, I imagine. Let's just try a quick blue light shine. New area, always worth a check. This has all been completed. That's exactly on for this to be working, so that's fine. Oh, so that's locked the bridge down. So now, theoretically, we could change the amount of power on this thing, because this bridge is locked down, right? So now we can change the amount of power. Can we get spoonfuls of that stuff? All that stuff? No. Can we do anything with these crystals? This table seems to be just all about demonstrating the levels of power. You know, one tiny little bit of white stuff can make this thing go pretty quickly, and a much bigger bit of the orange crystal can make this one go a bit slower. There's where he's crushed that up. Hello. What is this device? Do we have anything that will fit in there? Would one of these keys theoretically fit in there? No. Can we fix something over the end of it? No. So, what needs to go in there? Interesting. And also, this thing, so let's turn this around. That cranks up the power. Only one of these buttons can be pressed in at any time. We can have none of them pressed in if we want. We can nick that pot, but it doesn't yet help us. We cannot currently open that. We've been able to lock down this bridge, and the only reason that I can think of that we want to do that is if we then want to overcharge this thing. So, we currently want to increase it. Let's just crank this so we get a fresh one. So in order to get it max, good night, Scary. Have a good evening, and see you tomorrow for the stream. So we've decided that 150 is the max. So presumably we just need to go down to the bottom and go 3 times 50, and that should whack us directly up to maximum. What? 1, 2, 3. So yeah, 50 should put us to the maximum. But maximum seems to actually, as soon as we hit it, it sends it back. So do we want to be at 140, for example? Those numbers haven't changed as a result of that. Theoretically possible. Let's test that theory. So 50 is bottom, 50, 50. Minus 50, 50, 50. Nope. But now maybe with that off. Let's try it with that off. These numbers still seem to be the same. That's now disabled. What was that activating? Just the magnet for the bridge, which we have already locked down. If we now unlock the bridge, we cannot. I'm pretty certain that we need to put this thing into the flame. Well, I'll show you what I mean. So where was the flame? It was over North Shore. Where are we? Over here. So look, we put the pot there. We can't seem to put anything in the pot though. If we just put the pot in. We've just picked up a very hot pot. We don't currently seem to have whatever it is that we are supposed to put into this pot. But I have confirmed that that is where you're supposed to put it. So we should find some crystals or some crystal meth or something and put it into that pot. What do we put into that pot? How do we open this thing? Place the pot under the tubes. So in there, God knows. What does this thing do and how would we get it open? Maybe the double key with one way and one the other. No. Whew, okay, so biggest tube, second biggest, third biggest, for smallest. We don't seem to have access to white crystal. When it's put through a energy. No, this just allows us to turn this around, if that's what you meant. So I think that when we put the 3 magnets in the room, we lit up 2 symbols. One was the pick for the mine, but the other one was the alchemy bottle, and that was in the alchemy lab up here, and we haven't actually checked that out. So we should have opened a cupboard in the... Where was it? Are we in the wrong lab? Yeah, I'm in the wrong lab. Sorry, alchemy lab. So we now go back to the alchemy lab. And we do have access to another area, another bit of new stuff, and that might help us to solve the bit that we're currently stuck on. So yeah, this is now open. This is liquidized white crystal. Here we go. So let's get ourselves a vial of that. Aha! We can put our pot in. We forgot to pick up the fucking pot, didn't we? God damn it. Back we go. What was the fastest way to there from here? Mines is there. Oh, we should have gone that way. Balls. Anyway, right, okay. Give me that pot. Evening, Eurovac. How you doing? We are trying to solve some puzzles and currently doing vaguely okay at it. Although we've been going for a few hours, so my brain is starting to melt a smidge because these puzzles are not insanely easy. But currently we think we've figured out how to get a pot of white crystal. It feels like an episode of Breaking Bad, this. I feel like we're going to make our own brand of crystal meth and then call it some cool name and make millions. So... pop our pot on there, give that a crank, look at that pot of crystal meth, and away we go back to the... Now we need to go to the furnace. Now we burn the shit out of it, right? That's got to be correct. Been lurking for a while. Well, I always appreciate a lurker. Have we met before, or how did you find the channel? So, oh bollocks, I went to the wrong place. Where's that furnace? It's... Ah, you follow Quern, right, fantastic. Well, it's good to know that the Twitch tags and stuff work, because I always forget to do them, and when I finally do them it looks like I'm slightly rewarded, so that's nice. Furnace. It's got to be... It's over there. It's here. Huzzah. Are there more games of Quern, by the way, or is it just the one? Like, I mean, it's called like Quern Undying Thoughts, and I don't know if that's because it's the follow-on from a previous game, or it's the prequel to a following game, or like, do you know the reasoning? So I don't know if that's done anything, but we're going to assume that it has, and then we're going to go over to that pot room. Oh, this is it. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, really. I'm really enjoying this game. It would be nice if there were more. So we need to go back to the mines. No, it's not short. I mean, they've really put some effort in, and it's like, it's beautiful, it's chilled out. I mean, I've been doing, on Mondays and Tuesdays so far, I've been doing a run-through of a horror game, Evil Within, and I'm not very good at horror, but therefore watching me shit my pants is fun for some people. And the relaxing, like, just chill out that you get on... by playing some Quern afterwards is just perfect. Now then, so it looks to me like we've got ourselves a nice white meth version of this. Are we able to combine these somehow? How do I drop items? Like, this is done. I don't... Anyway, never mind. Right, so we need to put that in something. Possibly in... Wait, is that the thing that we were just messing with? So, have we got two of those? Yeah, looks like we got two of those. And now, we've got this white one. So what do we do with you? What do we do with you? Could we literally just go and throw that in the magnet thing and presume that it provides a lot more power than everything else anyway, and just see what happens? Let's give it a... Wait, hang on, look, those are all like two metal bits with a white bit in between them, and so if we put our magnetic part, then our white part, and then our last magnetic part, and then we press it. Whee! Beautiful. So we slam that in there, and that's going to open up the last rooms. Now the problem is that I know from stamping these things in here that they then light up parts of this puzzle, and I presume we are going to need those puzzles. We have all the different shapes of the magnets, so I guess we're going to have to take a sketch of this because it's going to come up in a puzzle. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 being hexagon, 2 being, I don't know, oval, 3 being rectangle, 4 being diamond, and 5 being circle. And then let's whack those one by one into the press thing and note down the... Oh, we didn't even need to do this. We just take 5 sketch photos, don't we? So, here we go. 1. This is hopefully going to save us some time later on. 2. 3. Okay, so we now have the magnet room kind of dealt with, or the battery room dealt with, I should say, and the cog rooms should now be open. Cog rooms were... one of them was here. Well, good. Second cog, since that one was a bit of a wet blanket. Second cog. Where was second cog? Also, have I got anything that can open this bugger yet? No. Right, second cog, second cog. Was it out by the water? Was it through here, up this wall? Yeah, here we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. I think that machine at the top of the ladder is now active. That's the guess I'm going to go with. I'm going to say top of ladder machine now on the go. And let's give it a try. Alright, nailed it. So, what? So we turn it. There are 8 positions, of which 4 of them have the window open. The positions that have the window open are the verticals, and the diagonals are the closed versions. So 4 possible verticals. Additionally, we have 2 broken parts of the circle, here and here, and it looks like, do they move together completely? They never break up. No, it looks like they do not break up at all. Let's try and match that one with that one. No. Doesn't look like that's going to go. And when we press the button, what on earth just happened there? Is anyone really good at pattern recognition? Hang on, have we just nailed it? Is that it? Fuck. Wait, now the diagonals have the window open and the verticals have the window closed. Ooh, this was not the puzzle to come across at the end of the stream, was it? As you say, delightful. Delightful. So, what is this bit? What happens when we press that? Are they the same? How many options are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So double circles with the open gaps on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gets back there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Align all 4 with what? Oh, we need to get all of these gaps on various... So if we do that now, and then turn some stuff, for example, hit it again. Like, what's this? This is only turning this. Right, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Now we've got this. We've got 3 of them lined up. We now need to get to a version where we are only moving the small one. Crap. Right, hang on. What is the desired end goal here? Because I can now move this around, and I can line 3 of these up. And I can swap these around. And now I can line all 4 of them up. And that has lit something up. And it does not seem to help. Well, you say ta-da, but what exactly has ta-da'd? Like, now I just go and have a look in the room. Let's go and have a look in the room. Let's see if any of these doors are open. That's what I was about to do. So, if we do this, now this is open. The mechanics is open. That is not the window side. This is the window side with our thing. So, we've lit something up, and it's lit this. Hello. Are these what I think they are? Oh, alright. This looks fun. What is this nonsense? What's this? Oh, I love this game so much. I love riddles. Yes! Yes! So, number 5, number 3 is reachable with a knight's move, so 2 and 1, like an L shape. The sum of the numbers in the 3rd row is 7, so we get to do some Sudoku. Number 4 stands alone in the column on the far left. If in none of the rows can stand a number that's greater than the numbers in the row below it. If you add up all the numbers in the 4th column, the result is 3, and number 5 is the only one standing alone in both its row and column. God, yes. God, yes. Let's listen to the man speak.
You've managed to get into the mechanics. Clearly, you've completed all of my previous challenges.
This I can't be the only one absolutely devastated by the misspelling of all
fulfilling all of
in this
my
letter.
expectations.
You've completed
And
all
you're truly
of
worthy
my
of all
previous
the further
challenges.
knowledge I'm about to offer you. Or you could just as well be a fool. considering the fact that the power of Quern literally gives you infinite time to guess the solutions of all my puzzles. One way or the other, I'm sure your presence here is no mistake. Your participation in this matter is absolutely essential. If she were to appear to you, she would try to poison your mind with her misleading lies. You must ignore her, just as I once did.
So, one would imagine that this picture is not just here for a giggle, it's there as a clue to a puzzle, and the question is that relevant to us yet? To be determined. Alright. What else can we interact with? At some point we'll be able to interact with that. Got a heat lamp of some sort. This thing's all whirred up and going. So, we just need to work out this business. So let's make a quick sketch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to play along, then what I suggest you do is draw something like this, because that's what we've got. And then you need to read the letter that I've got, which I'm going to bring up on the screen here because I think it's easier to read this way. In this draft it's a little bit crap. And so we just need to manage all of these criteria. So pen and paper's at the ready, and good luck. From number 5, number 3 is reachable with a knight's move, so 5 and 3 need to be L-shaped. Fine. Numbers in the third row need to be 7. And what numbers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the only possibilities in the third row are 2 and 5 or 3 and 4. No other possibility is there, unless there are 3 numbers in that row, in which case, could it be anything? 1, 2 and 4. So it could be 1, 2 and 4. Yeah, 1, 2 and 4 is possible in the third row. So the third row is either 3, 4, 2, 5 or 1, 2, 4. Clue 1, clue 2, so 3 plus 5 L, that's 1, 2, 4, 3, 4, 2, 5. Okay, clue number 3. Number 4 stands alone in the column on the far left. So on the far left is only number 4, so first column, 4 only. In none of the rows can stand a number that's greater than the numbers in the row below it. So what does that theoretically mean? It means that, yeah, you could have like low, high, that would be fine because it doesn't say that any of the rows, it just says the row below it. Okay, if you add up all the numbers in the fourth column, the result is 3. Oh, there are 6 clues, sorry. Clue number 6. So clue number 5 is fourth column, result 3, which means that it's either 1, 2 or just 3. There's no other possibility. Number 5 is standing alone in both its row and column. So 5 is alone in row and column, which means that in clue number 2 we can rule out 2-5 because number 5 is alone. So number 2 has to be either 3-4 or 1-2-4. And since clue number 5 tells us that the 4th column result must be either 1, 2 or 3, that kind of coincides with 2 because clue 2 tells us that we need 1, 2, 4 or 3, 4, which is using one or both of the amounts. I don't know if this. I don't know if my brain is going in a really weird way, or if people are like following along, going, yeah, that's how I'm thinking, or everyone's going, this lunatic's been having the green potion again and needs to stop drinking. But it just feels right to me somehow. You know what? I think this one is going to take a while, and so I'm going to go ahead and do a cliffhanger and say that we will continue this next time. Because we are at the end of the stream, sadly, so... Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think we'll have any problem finding the solution to that puzzle. It's just, I think it will be a fun one, and I think it'd be a nice one to start the next stream with. And so I'm looking forward to. Yeah, exactly. We start the next stream with something positive, a nice little puzzle that everyone can get involved with, and it'll start off next week's stream. So, yes, to answer your question, Kruker, next week, 8 o'clock on Wednesday, so same day, same time, we're going to be back on Quern again to start with that logic puzzle. Although, if you actually did make notes and wrote stuff down, then you probably could go back and try and solve the puzzle yourself. So this stream will almost immediately be available on my channel on the VODs. So if you want to, you can go straight there after the stream if you really want to solve it. And I don't want to sort of take the pleasure away from you. So if you'd love to go and solve the puzzle, you can go back, look at the VODs, and then just make notes of your own, and from the VOD you'll be able to find it. Also, it will then later on at the end of the week, so after tomorrow's stream, I will upload all the content from this week onto my YouTube channel. So that's the Honest Side Twitch stream archive. Catchy name, I know. So that'll be there, and so again, if you want to do it on YouTube instead of on Twitch, feel free, it's all there. So enjoy that, and if not, then I'll be back on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Oh, thank you very much. That's I'm glad you like the background. It was, to be honest, it was downloaded from an overlay pack that was available from a guy that was sort of doing advice on how to start a Twitch stream. I'm quite a new Twitch streamer. I've only been doing it for a few weeks. And I'm really enjoying myself, loving it, and the technological side is not my strong suit, so I had to watch a lot of guides and really teach myself a lot of stuff about the software involved, and also like how to do some graphics and stuff like this. So for example, you'll notice that just here it says stream chat. Yeah, that's not there. I did try to sort of get the stream chat application or something to put it there, but honestly everybody just looks at chat in the actual chat anyway. So it didn't seem to make much sense. Anyway, it's a real pleasure to have a couple of new viewers on, so nice to meet you. Hope you're having a lovely evening, and it'd be a pleasure to see you again next week. Or, of course, I am streaming other days, other games, but if you're just here for the Quern, no worries at all. Wednesdays is usually the day when I'll, so far, have been doing puzzle game type stuff. Little thing for those who didn't know, next week on Thursday we're going to be doing Darkest Dungeon, so that's going to be like a 4-man co-op stream. Should be pretty interactive. We're going to have a few of the main supporters of the channel, the people that have helped us grow it from the start, are coming on and bullying me around on a game that I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm told is pretty despicable to the player, and that's going to be me. So if you'd like to, you're very welcome to join for that. Additionally, on Monday, I'm going to be probably doing the very last stream of The Evil Within. So if you want to spoil the ending, you can join for that. Don't know what I'm doing tomorrow yet. Might be a Dota stream, I think. I get the impression I might be doing Dota Underlords, so if you're interested in the strategy and the mindset behind that, I think I have a reasonably logical and a decent approach to the game, and I'm looking to sort of improve myself all the time, so hopefully we'll learn something together. Hope you all have a great night, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for joining. Take care.